Yo, what's going on guys, it's Anime1 back here with a new video of what if Naruto was betrayed and had Sukuna's power. So if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video. So without any delay, let's begin the video. Naruto was in front of Pain as the leader of the Akatsuki had called for him. Naruto, as you know, Deidara and Sasori are out to get the One Tails, and since we already have the Three Tails, I want you to go after the Four Tails immediately after we seal the Two Tails. You don't need to participate in the sealing of the Three Tails, just get the Four Tails, Pain said, as Naruto looked at him, his red eyes looking at the purple eyes, as he nodded quietly and walked away. As Konan, who was beside Pain, spoke. "Did you sense that?" he asked, as Pain nodded. "Yeah, it looked like he was annoyed," Pain said as Konan nodded. "Nagato, do you really think we can trust him?" he asked, as Pain turned around. "We will use him, and if he opposes me, I'll get rid of him," he said as he walked away, as Konan had a worried look on her face. She for a fact knew that Naruto wasn't revealing everything that he could do, and as to why, she had no idea. Natsumi, Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke were on a mission of retrieving the Kasakage, as they had healed Kankuro and were rushing towards the location that they had found out where they were sealing Gaara. As they were rushing, they found Itachi in front of them. As Sasuke pretty much gets angry, that Itachi's in front of him. He tries to rush, but Itachi, even at 30%, since Sasuke is stronger than 30% Itachi going on, I'm not saying that, but with the help of everyone, let's just say, they are able to defeat Itachi, and everything pretty much goes the same. Nothing really changes, right? Sasuke losing his mind, them being able to kill 30% clone of Itachi, everything pretty much goes the same. As to the point of Hidan and Kakazu getting Yugito, like pretty much everything goes the same. Nothing changes till that point, until they seal the Two Tails away. Since they already had the Three Tails, they don't need to go after that, and they seal the Three Tails after that, as they did in the original. As the Three Tails is sealed away after that, as Naruto already got the Three Tails for the gang, as right now a figure with pink hair and markings all over his body, as he had the Akatsuki cloak, as Naruto grinned as he saw the entrance of the stone village, as Zetsu appeared beside him. "I found the location of the Four Tails and also the Five Tails. You think you can take them both on at the same time?" he said as Naruto grinned. "I've got a summoning contract that I really want to try out. This will be the perfect opportunity to give it a test drive," Naruto said as he went through hand signs and a wheel came out. "A wheel?" Zetsu asked, as Naruto smiled. "You will see soon enough. This is the contract of the treasure of the Uzumaki clan," Naruto said as Zetsu nodded and went on the ground. As soon as Naruto entered the gate, the guards that tried to stop him were just blood. Nothing else was left of them, as Naruto continued to walk, as many shinobi saw the cloak that he was wearing. But as soon as they tried to approach him, they were cut into half, as eventually Naruto reached Han and Roshi, who were training together, as Naruto flexed his chakra and made the Jinchuriki aware of his presence. As Han and Roshi immediately turned their heads towards Naruto. "Hey Han, that cloak." Han nodded. "Yeah, the Akatsuki. So they've come after us, but they only sent one after both of us?" he asked, as Roshi didn't say anything as they absorbed the boy. "But the guy that they sent after us is the same guy that killed the fourth Mizukage and left a huge crater in Kiri," he said as Han widened his eyes slightly. "I see," he said, as steam started coming off Han's body, as in an instant he was in front of Naruto, as his fist was inches away from Naruto's face, as Naruto put his hand in an X motion and blocked the attack. As the ground beneath Naruto exploded, as Naruto moved out of the way, as Roshi was coming towards him with his lava cloak on, as Naruto's fists were coated in black flames as he clashed fists with Roshi, as the wheel of Naruto's head turned, as Han and Roshi noticed it. "These black flames can keep up with my lava," Roshi thought, as Han appeared behind Naruto and punched Naruto as hard as he could. As Naruto was sent flying, as Naruto grabbed onto a tree and stopped himself and lost himself back at the two. As Roshi was on him, as Naruto blocked Roshi's strike and tried to punch him, but the Jinchuriki ducked under and kicked Naruto as burn marks were on Naruto's body, but they healed in an instant. As the wheel turned again, as Naruto smirked, he put his hand in a dog-like sign. Divine dogs, go, he said as four pitch black dogs appeared and went towards Han and Roshi, who were forced to be separated as Naruto smirked as he put his hands in a cross sign. As out of the shadow came out another Naruto. Go after Han. Roshi, I'll take care of him with the 10 shadows till the legendary contract of the Uzumaki clan. Zetsu was watching the entire scene, widen his eyes hearing that. 10 shadows. How strong he is. Now it makes sense why he took out that wheel, Zetsu said as he was even more interested in this right now. As Naruto, the wheel appeared in front of Roshi as he had raised his hand in front of him and formed a Rasengan. As the Rasengan was huge, but it shrunk down to the size of a normal Rasengan. The Roshi fired many lava bombs towards Naruto, but a wall of rabbit appeared in front of him as they took the attack, and Naruto was nowhere to be seen. As Roshi looked up, Max Elephant, Naruto said, as he dropped the Shikigami on Roshi's back, who coughed out blood. As Roshi exploded in chakra as the four tails were behind him and the elephant disappeared, and he had entered the stage 2 of the Biju cloak. As steam was coming out of Roshi's mouth as he made a small Biju bomb and fired it at the sky where Naruto was located. As Naruto grinned as the Rasengan he had formed before, he brought it forward and classed it with the Biju bomb as there was a huge explosion. As Roshi looked to see, there was nothing, but then he heard the wheel turning as he saw red eyes looking at him from a distance. Where is Han? Roshi thought. There was something up with this kid. He felt scared first time in his life. As the smoke cleared, a deer was behind Naruto, as Naruto had healed all of his injury and wounds that he got from the explosion. As he looked at Roshi, and in a flash, Naruto was in front of Roshi with the Rasengan, as he slammed the jutsu in his face. As Roshi, even in his tail beast cloak, felt that, as Naruto's body was surrounded with purple lightning, as he shocked Roshi, who screamed in pain as Naruto stepped away from him. As Roshi stood up. What game is he playing? If he wanted, he could have killed me right then and there, Roshi thought. Hey old man, go all out at this point. It's obvious that we are being outmatched. Don't you feel it? He has split his chakra in half. And even with his chakra being split in half, our chakra pales in comparison. It's like this boy is the 9 tails itself. The 4 tails inside Roshi said. As Roshi didn't waste any time, as a huge surge of chakra went out, as Naruto stood there with a smile as he watched it. The 4-tailed beast. As the beast screamed and created a ball of fire and launched it towards Naruto. As the boy outstretched his hand and a huge explosion went off. As the smoke cleared, the 4-tailed saw Naruto missing a hand. Only a hand. And a few bruises here and there, and the hand started to regenerate, but the wheel on Naruto's head turned. As Naruto grinned as the 4-tails was making another Biju bomb. A shadow appeared underneath Naruto as he grabbed the wheel on top of his head and threw it towards the ground. With this treasure I summon the 8-handled sword diversion sealer, Divine General Maharaga. Naruto said as out of the shadows came out Maharaga in all of his glory, and the 4-tails fired its Biju bomb, but Maharaga went towards it and cut the Biju bomb in half with a smile on his face. As on the other side, Naruto puffed into black smoke as Han, who was in a stage 2 of his tail beast mode, blinked, but then he sensed Roshi's chakra as he went and saw Roshi's tail beast bomb getting sliced in half by Maharaga. As Han's eyes widened seeing that, as he appeared beside Roshi and transformed into his full tail beast mode as well. As Naruto smirked as he looked above and saw Onuki was there, aiming his particle style at him. As Naruto grinned, as Maharaga went back to the shadows, as Naruto put his hands together, Today would be the day. One of the 5 major villages would be wiped out from the face of the earth. Domain expansion. Malevolent shrine, Naruto said. But this was different. Instead of being a radius of 200 meters, due to the Kyuubi's chakra being absorbed into Naruto, the radius of the domain had become 1 kilometers. As everyone within that radius, even Biju, were dead within seconds. But Naruto stopped as soon as Ran and Roshi tapped out of the Biju mode and became normal, but barely alive. But the others who didn't have the tail beast chakra to reduce the effect of Naruto's slashes were killed, including Onoki. As the news spread fast, one of the major village, the Stone Village, being wiped out from the face of the earth, as the Akatsuki had captured 7 of the 9-tailed beasts. But Sasuke had joined the organization after knowing the truth about his brother. Sasuke joined the Akatsuki to destroy the village hidden in the leaves. Naruto standing near the bridge with Obito as he spoke. Pain is going to Konoha. Do you want him to die? Naruto asked as he looked at Obito as Obito spoke. Most probably with Minato and so many other shinobi being there, Pain will lose. Then why send them? Naruto asked. Nagato is no longer needed. I need the Rinnegan to myself in order to achieve the infinite Tsukuyomi. Naruto didn't say anything to that as he started to walk away. Don't do anything to Sasuke. He is useful. Obito said as Naruto ignored him and continued to walk. As after some time, as Obito predicted, Nagato was defeated by Konoha's forces, namely Minato, who had mastered Sage Mode after hearing the death of Sensei Jiraiya. As before Obito could do anything, Minato used the reverse track of his Sage Mode before and found out the location of Nagato. And after taking some more time and shinobi with him, he killed Konan and Nagato and took the Rinnegan from Nagato as Obito was furious about that. As the 5 Kage, now the 4 Kage summit began because Onoki is sort of dead. So yeah, only a 4 Kage summit. And as the 4 Kage discuss, Obito eventually appears and says his plans out loud and tells them to hand over the Rinnegan, the 8 and the 9-tailed beast to him. But obviously they deny it as Obito declares war on them all. And they band together as Obito appears in front of Naruto along with Orochimaru. Why the snake? Naruto asked, as Obito pretty much explained that Orochimaru is a huge asset as he has the reanimation jutsu, as Naruto would nod. As Orochimaru would leap, Obito would block a strike from Naruto. What's the meaning of this? Obito asked, as Naruto smirked. You really think I'll go along with the plan of creating a world of Genjutsu? You really are a fool, Naruto said, as Obito looked at him. I see, he said, as he went through hand sign, fire style, bomb blast dance, he said as Naruto smirked as a wall of water appeared around him. The max elephant's water is at a freezing temperature. Your fire jutsu won't work, Naruto said as he thrust towards Obito, who let Naruto phase right through him. And as he tried to grab Naruto, but Obito, because of his Sharingan, saw it, an invisible slash coming towards him. As he let the slash phase right through him, as the wall that was there was cut into pieces as both of them jumped away, as Naruto went through hand sign. New way, Naruto said as the bird rushed towards Obito, who let the bird phase right through him. And then Obito saw a swarm of rabbits rushing towards him. As being confused, Obito simply walked through all of them to meet Naruto. As letting Naruto phase right through him, Obito grabbed Naruto and sucked him into the Kamui dimension. Well, that's that, Obito said, but to his surprise, Maharaga came out of the shadows and attacked them as Obito dodged the beast, but Maharaga was persistent towards Obito and he came towards Obito, but Obito grabbed Maharaga and started to suck him into the Kamui dimension. But then he heard, dismantle, as Obito, who was absorbing Maharaga into his dimension as he was tangible at that time, the slash went through him, but as his lower body was separated from his upper half and his mask broke, his Naruto appeared in front of him. Ow, I sucked you into my Kamui dimension. As Naruto smirked, when I used Nue and Escape Rabbit, I swapped places with a shadow clone, which you sucked away in your dimension while I waited in the shadows to attack you when you were tangible and couldn't dodge because when you absorb yourself and others into your dimension, you have to become tangible, and I waited for that moment to strike you, Naruto said, as Obito chuckled. You figured out my ability by only looking at it a few times, and they thought that you were a failure. Obito said as Naruto looked at him. Well, I will say this. You were the one who saved me, so I do respect you. And not only that, you are strong. My normal techniques wouldn't have worked against you. Naruto said as Obito slowly started to close his eyes. Is that so? He said, as Obito Uchiha was now dead. You were watching, weren't you, Snake? Naruto said as he turned around as Orochimaru came out. Well, who would have thought that you would have become this strong, Naruto? Orochimaru said as Naruto looked at him. You will be working for me now. Get the reanimations ready. We are going for a war. Naruto said as he smiled. This was the starting, and he would come out on top, no matter what. So guys, this is the second last part of the series, and the last part will be released God knows when, but it will be released, right? I have a schedule made for it, and get this video to many likes as possibly possible. Subscribe to the channel as I want to reach 10k subscribers this year. But I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.